Good morning, students. Uh, so yesterday we were talking about sensation, which is a part of your experimental psychology course. So in continuation with that, uh, we'll talk about nature or characteristics of sensation. So I hope you remember what is sensation and how it takes place. For your quick review, stimulus which is present around us in the environment that affects or that excites our sensory organs or receptors, and then there a neural impulse is generated in the sensory organs because of the specialized cells, receptive cells in these organs, and this neural impulse travels to the brain through sensory nerves, and there we experience the sensation. So this we had done yesterday. So today we'll talk about what are the various characteristics of sensation, nature or characteristics of sensation. So sensation is a mental process. It's obviously a mental process. Um, Mental processes are of different types. Yesterday also I referred about it, and they are cognitive, cognitive, and affective mental processes. So sensation is a cognitive mental process. Cognitive mental process because it gives us information, knowledge about our surroundings or the environment. That is why it is cognitive mental process. Any process which gives us knowledge and information is cognitive mental process. Then second is sensation is an elementary mental process. Sensation is an elementary mental process. It is a mental process, but it is very, very elementary because it's the first or the basic process which is um, required for any behavior to take place. So it is a elementary mental process because जो भी होता है वो इसके बाद होता है. First we experience sensation, then perception takes place, and then accordingly any behavior which is required at that point of time that takes place. So it is an elementary mental process. Then third, sensation provides meaningless knowledge. So what does it mean? Though sensation is extremely important mental process, but it doesn't provide us meaningful knowledge. Means it's just basic, elementary, rudimentary, and until the sensation is converted into perception, we can't find any meaning in it. So that is why sensation provides meaningless knowledge. Though it is a very important source of knowledge to us, but the knowledge it provides is not filled with meaning until it turns into perception. Then presence of stimulus is necessary for sensation. For any sensation to take place, we need to have a stimulus first. Then only some kind of effect is created in the sense organs, and then only a neural impulse is generated which is transferred to brain and all, and then we experience sensation. So presence of stimulus is very necessary for sensation to take place. So, and then there are some other characteristics, like it is a relatively passive state. So sensation is relatively a passive state. Why? Because our sense organs, they are more or less passive when they receive some stimulus from outside environment. So it is relatively passive. In most of the most of the cases in our lives, the sense organs, they passively receive the stimulus. They don't make much effort to receive the stimulus. It comes automatically to them. So that is why it is called relatively passive. It's not all the time passive, but most of the times it is passive. It is a passive state. Then partly subjective, partly objective. Sensation is partly subjective, partly objective. When some sensation takes place, it is partly subjective because of our own experiences, past experiences. We can have different experience of same sensation. So one person can experience a different kind of sensation when a loud noise is there. Uh, Another person can experience a different sensation uh, in the presence of the same stimulus. So it is partly subjective also and partly objective. And it is partly objective because there is external source of stimulus. The stimulus is outside our body, outside our mind. It is not inside. So to that extent, it is objective, but it can be subjective also because of our own characteristics, own experiences. So that is why it is partly subjective and partly objective. Then there is difference in quality. There is difference in quality in sensation. As there are different sense organs receive different kind of stimulus. So visual stimulus is different from audio stimulus. Similarly, taste stimulus is different from pressure stimulus. So there is difference in quality in sensation. Then there is difference in quantity or intensity. So in sensation, there can be a difference in quantity or intensity. There can be loud noise, which we experience as sensation. If there is a loud noise because of some explosion, then that will be experienced differently because the quantity or the intensity of the stimulus is different. And if there is a mosquito buzzing around us, then that has different sound intensity and accordingly sensation is experienced. So difference in quantity or intensity is there in sensation depending upon the difference in the quantity and intensity of the stimulus. Then it is related with other sensation. So it is generally seen that sensations don't work in isolation. They are related with other sensation. Like if we see some stimulus, some flower, suppose, at the same time we can have the smell also, which is coming, fragrance also, which is coming from the flower, and that generates specific sensation in combination with picture or the visual sensation of the flower and the fragrance of the flower. So it is related with other sensations also. In many situations, many cases, these different sensations, they get related to each other. It is not always that some sensation is in isolation. They are related with other sensation, and as a combined experience, the sensation creates an effect. Okay? Like we, as I spoken, that the sight of flower, the fragrance of flower, it creates a combined experience of sensation. So it is related with other sensation. Then difference in trait or character. There is a different character in each sensation. Like the color we see, it has a different character of sensation than the sensation of voice. So each type of sensation, they have a different character. When we are looking at some color, that creates a different kind of sensation, or different character of sensation in us. And when we are listening to some voice, that the experience of that is different in our brain. So there is difference in trait or character in sensation. Then spatial sensations can be distinguished. we can distinguish between different sensations, whether it is a sensation of sound, it is sensation of light, it is sensation of smell, sensation of pressure, pain, change in temperature. All those things can be distinguished by us. We are capable of distinguishing one sensation from another. So special sensations can be distinguished. Special sensations are those sensations which are situated in the external parts of the body. So we can uh, distinguish those from each other. So this is about nature and characteristics of sensation. So I think that's it in today's video, and I would like you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I put the video you can watch it, and later mark your presence in the comment box so that I take your attendance from there.